have just killed them anyways.
just hanging there, just like I'll accept the void. I accept the void into my heart.
Like I purposely dodged the question when Duncan said, "Are you ready to die in here?"
Yeah.
The only reason Robin went in there was for Eric.
Like I said, for Eric, he was told that he might die in this mission, so he was cool with it.
Jesus.
Oh, jeez. So,
He's a
with all that
shitball.
being said, does anybody have anything embarrassing they'd like to say?
God fucking damn it.
Just between all of us?
My name is D Hawk Bridging, and I am an alcoholic.
Hey,
Hi,
Hawk. Hey,
Hawk.
Hawk.
When I first discovered Visual K, there was a band I really liked, and I had. Well, I found out it was a dude.
Oh shit.
My name is
fucking
the Hawk
confuses the
Bridge.
shit out of everybody though. You're not
Yes. I'm gonna take off.
Alright. Later, Crow.
I'm hungry.
Alrighty.
I was gonna say, I'm probably gonna go too because Eric made us roast.
I hate
Yeah, that's
you.
kinda
I don't
what I
have
want.
food.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
and eat
that's
your
what-
roast.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
You suck.
So, you know, just for the fact of I just started my after game chat, I do want to apologize to both Hawk and Doc for killing them.
It's okay, Blue. I can.
Like I said, you have nothing to apologize for. Duncan's gonna be sorry.
I just feel
It's okay, Blue,
so
as,
bad.
As penance, I will make you watch the Arrow Manga Sensei parody I decided to make.
Oh, dude, yes, dude. You know that's not even penance. I'll do it right now.
No, it's like I'm still working on a few visual.
Bring it here.
It'll be out tomorrow.
Ramsey, what are you barking
I
at?
like this concept I did for it, but I already know that people are going to complain because it's only 2 minutes and 20 seconds long. You know how like most people complain about bridge series being too long? All my fans complain that they're too short.
There's no happy medium, man.
There isn't.
Indeed.
I'm just waiting for the day that I have like a parody break 10 minutes and people be like, "Why is this so long?"
Back whenever I was doing my D and Angel stuff and some other things, I had them consistently at like 10 or 11 minutes, and everybody always get on to me.
I think my longest episode is like 8.5 minutes.
I
And
used
that's combining like 5 episodes of whatever anime it was.
Yeah, that was always the deal. Like, it would always be, like, multiple episodes that would kill me.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I decided just to do Air Manga Tensei on a whim. I don't know, it's like, I'm thinking about just setting up, like, a playlist called Impulse Parodies, just something I decided to do just spur of the moment.
So, I just want to say one thing. Ian,
Yeah.
we still have several people we can kill for experience.
Indeed.
Quite. Just keep throwing Gael off, gets levels, push.
Yep.
Push.
Push
Once a day, once a day, what level?
I'm guessing that might only apply to permanent party losses.
You're right. Pushes Isla off.
Oh! Like fucking Ian would join the dark side if that happened.
That's what we're doing. We're joining the void.
My God.
We'll push Duncan off first, get the level. We'll push Gear Free off, get like 5 levels.
But I'm not gear free.
He's a robot.
Well,
He'll be fine.
We don't know that.
We'll probably
Well,
be
sad that I'm
fine.
dead. Well, I'm sad that I'm dead. I feel like I was probably the most useless character in the party.
You weren't the most useless character in the party.
So,
We had Emerald for a while
had-
there.
yeah, y'all
had
had
the
me. I
lowest-
was technically the weakest.
Dude, I had the lowest health of the entire party by a mile. I had the lowest damage output. I was just.
You
not a
have
good character.
more versatility than me.
You did have a lot of things you could do that were like really crazy though, like just like the ability to levitate and blow things up.
Yeah, but the dice were never too fond of me.
Like we absolutely love the dark key stuff going on. We love the explosion things from Doctor. We had a bunch of things you guys had to the party that we're not going to have anymore. We have no stealth anymore.
Technically
That
speaking,
is
y'all
true.
lost nothing but an invisibility cape
a cool ring when I died.
Alright, that cool ring was great.
And one of our only tanks.
Yeah, we literally, at this point, we have me and Gael as the only two melee fighters unless Ian takes his mutagen.
That didn't really work super well when I tried that.
Yeah.
I get big.
You get, it's bad whenever the one with the lowest health in the party now is a frontliner.
God, like it makes me stronger. It doesn't really make me appreciably tougher, though.
Did you see what happened whenever I got hit once this game? Most of my health went away, and if I hadn't have got the extra 19, I would probably be dead.
I mean, I don't have much more health than a lot of you guys.
That is true.
I wouldn't last that much longer.
You had a full, like, 10 more than Eric, at least.
Yes, that is true. I did.
Eric only had,
Eric
like,
had the lowest health.
Yeah.
I had lower than Isla.
I have lower than Isla.
Okay, I had lower than Stonewalker, then.
Yes, you did have lower than me. You were still in your 30s. I just now broke my 40. Like, I am at 40 health, like, max.
Literally the only two accomplishments Eric did was breaking out of prison and getting a killing blow on the dragon.
Yeah, that was a pretty good killing blow, though.
Oh, and assassinating that guy that him and Ian convinced to take a walk with them.
Oh, Mozzie Nickelback.
God, yeah. We just straight up murdered like the tiny goblin guy.
That's
yes,
still
how about we
my favorite
talk
thing
about that then? Since we have the three people who are dead right here, Doc, what are your favorite things you did as both Martin and Robin?
Probably dealing 100 damage in one turn. That was badass. I don't care.
Yeah, you kept getting the extra
are.
attacks.
Fuck.
What was that? That was like 3 extra attacks?
Something like that, yeah. That's crazy.
Either that or the time when I actually got trapped in the ring. Like, where it's like everything went to shit. It was like, I go to attack him. No, it backfires and shocks you. I activate my Strafe Surge. It makes everyone blind around me. I activate my Fate card. Now you're a ring.
That pretty much describes Eric's experience before he turned into a fucking ring.
But yeah, Eric, what was your favorite thing to do though? What was your favorite part about Eric, like, going through so far, depending on if you're dead or not?
Stealth thing, because either I would get a nat 1 and burst through the door like Crunk, or I would get I would either get a nat 1 or nat 20. There was never a middle ground in any of my rolls. Like, he would just disappear. Like, I liked it when he got a nat 1 to read the map and then stealthed it away, and everyone's like, where the fuck did Eric go?
What about you, Emerald? What was your favorite part about playing Lorenzo? What was the favorite thing that happened?
There really isn't that many badass moments besides his death that
He
I
broke
can
a wall.
recall. Yeah, but that was at the very beginning, and that was because I was hopped up on a drug.
Anything you did.
Look,
anything you did. I mean,
being
we all
hopped
know
up
your
on
death was
drugs
badass.
is cool.
We all know your death was badass. Anything else you did, like using your ring that first fight and pushing the dude like against the fucking wall and shit like that. What is your favorite thing?
Yeah, that was pretty good. No, nothing actually comes to mind.
Finn says, I mean, Lorenzo's death was pretty epic.
Like,
Yeah,
that's literally the only thing I can remember. Like, that was so badass. Like, nothing else I did.
Well, I mean, there was that one time you hit an even
great.
there was that one time you hit an even stronger opponent, me in the back.
Yeah.
Alright, that was part of when I had the potion in the same time frame, so shut up about that.
It was the next game. It was a game after that.
But potion carried over.
Oh, it did?
That's
Oh,
like
dang.
an
You
hour.
still had the potion when you hit me in the back. How dare.
But that was strength, not magic.
Yeah.
But yes, Here's the thing, like all three of you guys were technically, like I say technically because one of you had a gun and one of you had throwing black keys. All three of you guys were somewhat melee fighters, so now we're really lacking in those.
I can make people blow up by touching them.
We are extremely lacking in melee fighters. I have my Shillelagh and we have Gael. That's about it.
I
You
mean,
guys are also
I
going to be
want
screwed
Sasha,
because
the magic weapon.
yeah,
That is true. Here's the thing, Ian. We're at a point where we have to be melee fighters.
We're gonna
guys
die!
you guys are also screwed because Logan's introduced a concept into the game now that characters can cancel out spell casting.
No.
Remember how useless Duncan suddenly became?
Yeah, that's not good.
Well, that was because he failed his thing.
He did get a nat 1 there.
Yeah.
But, Blue, and to answer your earlier question, honestly, God, my favorite moment of the entire campaign involving Eric was when Ian and him just murdered that guy, and Ian's like, "Are we bad people?"
Are we
is
bad?
still
Are
my
we
single
the bad guys? I don't
still
count
my single
Finn.
favorite.
I don't count
Really?
Gearfree or Duncan because they're not actual members of the party. They're NPCs. We don't know when they're gonna be around and when they're not gonna be around. To be fair,
They appear as a plot demands.
who knows
as
what's gonna happen to
NPCs
Duncan
do.
after all this? Who knows what's gonna happen to Gearfree after all this? Like, hopefully they'll stay around us, but we can't be 100% sure they're going to be.
When I give it a lot of thought, I think my favorite moment was about the hole when we first got to Adelia.
The whole,
Yeah, that whole thing.
the whole thing,
Hmm?
the whole thing.
Yes. Don't you know about the hole?
Don't you mean the pit?
No. The pit was inside.
Don't you
The
mean the
hole was
fort?
outside.
Came from the hole.
Yeah.
Came from the hole.
What hole?
Oh,
don't
this
know about the
is the
hole?
orb. It came from the hole.
Come on. Come on, Ian and I will show you the entrance to the hole.
Murder.
And I love that's when Carrie decided to actually join the game. Was like, oh, you just see them dump a body off the river.
Yeah, that's when she came from.
And then you changed into it like, hey, I'm here. Look at me.
I actually do
I'm
genuinely.
Ozzy Nickelback.
Nickelback?
I really do want to cast you in something so I can use that voice.
Aziru, come on, man. We all know that I killed the party. I'm sorry.
Oh, Blue, could you link me to your stream so I can see the chat too?
Oh, sure. I could just link the actual chat too.
Yeah.
Let me go do that. Do you want the stream or do you just want the chat?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go refill my drink.
Yeah, I am on. If this has to be Eric's death, I'm kind of okay with it because it fits the character.
I just
Where's
felt
the
so
dramatic
bad though. Cause I'm the one that killed you.
Yes, you are.
Did I miss something? Why were you the one who?
Cause I summoned the
Hey, a new
freaking
guy.
the eagles.
Did you know we're the Phantom Thieves?
He dropped
Ryuji?
Oh well, you didn't kill them.
Hey,
you just
Dr.
failed
Applejuice just hey dude, what's going on?
Duncan killed them.
I mean, to be fair, Eric told you just drop us.
It's just like imagine
Still
though,
up.
just like it happening
us.
and like
Into.
you have to be the one to cancel out the spell. I think that's the channel. Okay, that's just the channel though. Dang it. I don't know how to link to my streams. I'm dumb.
If you just go to the channel, it'll have it there.
I'm dumb. I don't
I'm
know how to do
subbing
that.
to you and watching the Aftergame stream now. I've been trying to get you to give me your shit for like a while now.
And again, you weren't the one that ordered the bombardment of arrows that knocked the thing down.
If they hadn't have been grabbed, I was gonna have the eagles attack the chains and then grab you guys, but like they got grabbed too, and it's just like I'm holding you guys up there, and I'm just like, oh no, now I have to be the one to let you go.
Biggity back.
Oh, wait.
Uh,
I had the perfect music playing during that whole sequence. I don't know if any of you played Tales from the Borderlands.
I
But
think I've only played the first chapter. I still got to finish that.
the second episode has one of the best openings, and I had that music playing. It's entirely about like half the party getting split up and just like possibly dying.
Nice.
Just like imagine the
Like,
thoughts that would go
it
through
was on
your
my- it was
head
on my
though
playlist.
whenever you're holding like again you're holding like a friend up with a rope over a cliff and it's just like below them is like something that like a bear. I don't fucking know. And it's just like let go and it's just like I just let them go.
Yeah, it's still your fault, but
It's just like oh god.
but Eric was okay with it. He gave you permission to kill him. He'd been turned into a ring. He was kind of done with things anyway. But yeah, if Eric
And
had
also,
the-
it just puts the nails in the coffin that afterwards, when you guys hit the ground, we get the experience. So it's just like confetti goes into my face. My friends, what have I done?
or like it's that Fallout cha-ching sound effect happens when you level up.
Oh god.
Yeah, like oh my god, I'm derping so hard right now.
Him showing me that
I was gonna
last
say
vision
water.
too, the whole thing where it's like Eric's like chained up with Alquam and stuff like that, just sits down like, how many more of us are you going to take?
Like if Eric is dead, he's it's it was an in character death. I'm cool with it.
It's one of those things where she's
Him
like,
giving himself over for duty.
she's really like, you know, Alquam saved us, but also fuck Alquam. Nothing Alquam has given me so far has really, you know, made me say, yeah, I destroyed Sasaki's shirt. That's the power that Alquam has given me.
Alquam has never once helped Eric.
So it's one of those things of as soon as she started
time
saying
I've
like
done
the
anything-
void can give you back Gael and the void could give you back Broodhoof, it's just like, oh god, I could, yes, that sounds great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I think that's probably Robin. Or actually Martin.
depending on how this campaign ends, Stonewalker maybe if she survives, like looking into the void, just like looking into studying it and figuring out how to get Gael back.
And
Damn.
Stonewalker stared into the void, and the void stared back.
Because you got to think about it too. Because if they did it, because if Alquam did it with Eric and did it with Martin, then if Stonewalker dies, definitely probably going to do it with that. And Lorenzo died while the things were on there too, so maybe he has Lorenzo's soul. Who knows?
Actually,
I
I
think
don't know
Lorenzo's
about that.
gone.
I could be anywhere. I could just be gone for good because I
Who
channeled
knows?
Honestly,
both Kieran and Alquam.
I'm honestly just assuming that you guys didn't see the magic carpet I summoned. I'm thinking maybe maybe Logan
Yeah,
reused
maybe
the
he used the
carpet
magic to like take
Alquam
you guys
whisking
there.
me away.
Maybe.
I just love he's like, there
Maybe.
is a magic carpet in this deck. And I roll the exact fucking number for magic carpet.
Yeah, you had to roll a 13 or a 14, and you rolled that 14. I'm like, oh my fucking god, are you kidding me?
With disadvantage.
I really love the fact, even though again, I love the inspiration aspect of the game, I really do, but I love how there are battles that we cannot use inspiration on.
I
Because
also
then
like
the
that
badass moments
fate
like
is-
that, roll where you got the magic carpet and the starfalls from Ian and stuff like that feel that much more epic.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's one of the great things about D&D.
Mhm.
But I do like the I mean, he's never let us use initiative or inspiration, excuse me, on like the fate cards or beseech.
Mm-hmm.
I just love. All right, we use beseech because why not? You're blind again. Oh, darkness. my
Alquam
old
has
friend.
literally never liked you.
Well, this is familiar.
It's just like you go blind, you just flip off this guy, just like, fuck you, Alquam.
Right
Well, he
before
didn't care about me either. He gave me an ability to run a little faster.
I mean, he gave you those
compared to,
fucking
like, a
badass wings, though.
teleporter. Other shit.
I love like right before Logan said I was unconscious, I was about to say, you know what, being blind is good because they say it's not the fall that kills you. You just pass out before you hit the ground.
But then you passed out.
Yeah.
But
if
no,
you
then
can't
there was
see the ground, you
then
can't.
there was just the fact of after everything happened, the people like you guys didn't hear it like outside of this group, but I said something to Crow that I'm not going to repeat yet. I'll repeat it several times later on in my life, of course. But he's just like, "You're next, Stonewalker."
I heard him say you're next, but I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on with that.
I brought up the whole thing about how me and him made out that one time.
Oh, you and Logan?
I keep making it up to be like worse and worse every time I mention it in public.
That's the only way you can do it, dude. It's the only way it can go.
No, there was
gotta
a
pump up
time
those numbers.
there was a
Those
time
are
that Crow kissed me back. You know, I'm just saying that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything else.
I mean, don't feel too bad. Yarrow kissed me when he first met me.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I've never
man.
been back to South Carolina since.
It's just crazy, like how a single game changes everything. We came into this game so much more prepared than we were against Radley and Habwin, and like
Yeah, like you guys started out so strong this fight. I'm like, man, they don't even have to worry about getting my ass. They're gonna
and then like
win.
here's the thing: if she couldn't teleport, we would have had her right there. That freaking the lay disruption. I've been saving that for like a good moment to use. It's so good unless you can teleport out of it.
Yeah.
In retrospect, we probably should have just let the Eagles drag her to the ground and then kill her.
Well, the thing with it is, Stonewalker knew she could teleport, and can go invisible, and could kill her in one more hit,
Well,
and could kill the others with necrotic
like,
damage. It was one of the
having her-
things of like holding up this boss. And it's just like I don't know what else she can do, and we are literally this is the only surefire way of killing her. I just gave up my Call Lightning because Call Lightning went away after I had to summon the creatures as a concentration spell.
I'm not gonna lie, I 100% expected her to cast like Featherfall before she hit the ground.
Oh, that would have sucked so bad.
And he's like, and everybody else dies horribly, but she lands okay, and she starts running away.
No, you know what would have been really cool. This is
Teleport away.
something that I might have done at one point. If I actually remember myself doing something like this in a game of DM. But anyway, having it to where like they fall and then just looks over to the two of you as Featherfall and has the two of you land with her. And it's just like, see, they don't care about you. Come with me or something.
I still would have stabbed her in the throat, but I would have appreciated it.
But it just
Like
sucks.
all my rolls had disadvantage and -2 on top of that. If I didn't have the -2 or disadvantage, I was going to try and lie and say like, "Yeah, sure, I'll join you. Let's shake on it."
Yeah, Finn. She was one of
Because
the three.
Exploding Hand.
She was one of the three big pillars of the void, or whatever. She's one of the three people who are trying to spread the void over Adelia.
Yeah, one of the big bads.
The other two are someone who I've dubbed Grandpa because I can never remember his name.
Yes.
It's a man that used to visit Stonewalker and Broodhoof a lot. And the third one is Broodhoof, so Broodwoof.
I thought it was Varys.
I can never remember the name. I don't know. I have it written down, and literally I learned so much more about him with that one roll that he gave me that I don't know. Because again, I whenever we had first fought that dragon in the beginning and fought Broodhoof, I had those 3 wishes. And I still haven't told you I still haven't told you guys everything that was revealed to me in that second wish, but that second wish was to learn about what happened to Broodhoof. And I got hit with like a humongous text wall, like, oh god, there's a lot of things here that I can't bring up right now because nobody would understand it.
I mean, you could at least say if it was a half orc or not.
There was no mention of your dad, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I was told of two people who did things, and I was told of what had actually happened with them when they went through things. And again, when it gets brought up is when I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, this thing, guys, this is what's going on. It's like, you've known this the whole time. It was not relevant. She's told you guys all the relevant parts so far. But yes, it's today's game was crazy. I loved it. Absolutely loved it, but I also hated it because you guys fell.
I loved it. I didn't like the results, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Honestly, even though I'm dead, I'm still... I mean, Eric still got to say, hey, Stonewalker, just drop us.
Yes. Like,
so
her just, like, holding you guys up and just, like, you just look back, like, just drop us, Stonewalker. And it's just, like, at that point, just, like, disperses the eagles and you guys fall and she just falls to her knees. And
Mia sucks that we died, but it was for a good cause.
Alright, so if all we have to do is sacrifice 2 people every time we kill one of the 3 pillars, then we have enough people.
It'll just basically end with Stonewalker, Ian, and Isla going on to the Holy Grail and everybody else being dead. Honestly, I'm looking at the game. Holy fuck, that's all that's left.
I'm still saying
because Gael won't make it out. He's a revenant.
It just sucks too because like I'm still saying that that Stonewalker is way too powerful with ley lines to ever go anywhere near a Grail War, so I really am debating figuring something else out.
I mean,
it's just like all they have to do at that point is just like, all right, Stonewalker, where's a great ley line that we can just stash ourselves at with our servants over there? All right, let's go.
Like, unless something really bad happens, which is D&D, it's honestly probable that something really bad will happen. But you guys will probably end up being the ones who make it to the Grail War. But again, it's D&D.
It's D&D.
Never know.
Dynamite.
Damn it, I need to get back to editing Fate. I don't want to, because I have like 5 hours of lines with Carrie.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
Got to go back through.
Oh, so that's
I
like
have
not
I have an hour of my own takes I have to go through also.
I'm so glad that's not a thing that only I have to put up, because I have Naomified and Bread, and it doesn't matter how many lines they get, I'll get 3 hours of recording.
Like, thing is, it's a lot. I have so many amazing takes that I have to go through. Like, I'm not complaining about that. It's just physically, I don't have the time to go through. Because the files that got fucked up were mine, Carrie's, Allie's, and Grimm's. The longest ones for the episode are all just unusable because of Premiere.
Once doing parody work and stuff like that became like more of a not humongous, but like more of a group project than like a couple of people, that's whenever I stopped kind of doing a lot of stuff. Because it came to a point like where, like what you guys are talking about, where it's like you would get like so many hours and hours worth of like different takes and lines, and it's just like I don't want. This is like my least favorite part of doing this hobby.
If I'm ever not lazy, I'll have the most amazing.
It was my least favorite part because I'm not very good at editing. So every time I would actually like all the bad like comments and stuff I would get from my episodes were mostly about my editing. So because I didn't enjoy it, and that was like, it's not sad or anything. I stopped because I didn't enjoy it, but it was one of those things of I loved scripting, I loved voicing, I loved doing all the other aspects, and if it came down to just simple edits and stuff, I'm like, I'm fine with that. But like people, I kept to the whole like not really caring too much about lip flaps thing, and people were really getting on to me for it in the end.
That's like the
I would
that's like
semi do lip flaps, but I wouldn't like really do it.
I mean, lip flaps is one of those basic things. It's like the lowest hanging fruit to critique.
They would mostly be like the lips are flapping wrong or this flapping wrong, but I would try my best to like make sure that it wouldn't like they didn't the characters wouldn't talk before the voices go, or they wouldn't stop or they wouldn't like stop halfway through or keep going beyond it. Like, I made it look, in my opinion, good enough, but it didn't work with other people.
Well, Blue, I can honestly say, yeah, I can honestly say you still put more effort than the last 5 TV episodes of Evangelion.
I still have yet to see Ava.
I recently rewatched both the director's cut and the regular episodes of those 5. You can tell they're like, okay, we have no money, so we're gonna put 3 characters in a train car and have so much fucking glare that you can't see their mouths.
Oh God.
Yeah,
and
wasn't
they're
it
gonna
like
spend
they showed?
7 minutes there.
Wasn't it like they showed shots of walls just suddenly in the middle of conversations?
Yeah. To be fair, though, even modern anime still does it. Like, Aramanga Sensei has like a 3-minute segment of his first episode where there's just a wall, pretty much.
I think I finally finished Aramanga. I think it's done.
I'm pairing the first episode. I don't know if I will ever watch any more of it.
Yeah, I watched the entirety of everything I think they're gonna do. I think the series is over. But yeah,
second season, I think.
If there's gonna be a second season, I mean it's over for now. I don't think there's gonna be any more weekly updates for a while.
No, I don't know. I just found it so boring.
I need to go back. Speaking of like rewatching anime, I need to go back and like rewatch all of Code Geass soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
To get ready for the 3rd season.
I still haven't seen Akito the Exiled. I might watch it before the 3rd season because I remember pretty much everything from the first 2 seasons.
Did they ever finish that? Because I know they got like 4 episodes in, and then it just like stopped for like a year.
Well, it was only supposed to be 5 episodes anyway. They finished it, and basically Funimation was waiting until it was finished to actually pick it up to dub.
I was watching the.
They were getting very antsy over there, apparently. I mean, it's still not as bad of a wait they had to do for Evangelion 3.33, because Hideaki Anno demanded that Funimation let him himself write the English translation of the dub. And he was also directing Shin Godzilla at the same time. Which Shin Godzilla was fucking great. Izzy, you and Max saw that one, right?
Shin Godzilla? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was alright.
Like, yeah, he basically remade the entire movie after the earthquakes and the nuclear meltdown happened in Japan.
Yeah.
Like, Toho was pissed because he just like, you know what? I'm scrapping everything we've done. I'm gonna make about how ineffectual the Japanese government is now.
That is what the entire movie is really about. It's like not subtle.
It's like In the Loop or In the Thick, but with a giant monster in the background.
Yeah.
But yeah, while he basically remade Shin Godzilla twice, Funimation is sitting there twiddling their thumbs like, so we announced that this movie was coming out in 2012 in America? When's it coming out? I ordered my copy when Funimation announced it. It didn't arrive till 2015. No, 2016. 2016 is when it arrived.
Oh, you want to talk about freaking like weird pre-ordering crap? I pre-ordered Persona 5 when it was first announced.
Oh, I did too,
and I never got my pre-order.
Free copy.
My pre-order stayed until like the very end, like when it was about to actually be released, like 3 years after it should have been released. And and whenever it came down to it, I had just moved away from Boston, so I couldn't pick up my pre-order.
What happened with me with Evangelion, I forgot I had pre-ordered it like years earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know it had come out finally. I just get a package one day, Evangelion 3.33, I'm like, oh. Fortunately, Funimation honored the, like, it was $20 when I pre-ordered it. They were selling it for like $35 when it came out. Because it comes like with a little art book and all that crap.
Yeah.
Really cool. But for Persona 5, I had pre-ordered it, and then Amazon canceled my pre-order by accident.
Oh, fuck.
Because they mistakenly thought that a lot of the collector's editions contained harmful substances.
Oh, yeah.
And they just randomly canceled a lot of people's orders, mine included. And it was too late for me to get the Take Your Heart edition anywhere else. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll just wait till like a couple months after the game comes out, and I will just pick up a copy, like used or something at GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 months after the damn thing came out, I noticed that like $80 is missing from my bank account, charged to Amazon. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then sure enough, like a day later, that was delivered.
Yeah.
They charged me without my permission, but still delivered the item I originally ordered.
Huh.
So I was like, well, I mean, I got what I wanted. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to buy groceries now, but I got what I wanted.
I'm not gonna be able to eat, but maybe this will sustain me.
Yeah, I gotta get going, guys. I'll talk to you later.
All right,
I
later.
actually gotta get going too.
Later, Easy.
My roommate's just arriving. See you guys. Have
Later,
fun
Hawk.
game.
Bye.
Night all. I'll talk to you Monday, Izzy.
Cool. Later.
See you later.
I too am also going to head out. I need to eat supper, which I haven't had.
All right, later, Doc.
All right. See you later, dude.
Peace.
Peace.
And then there were just two. Well, I gotta
and
go,
I
Emerald.
was
I'm gonna
just-
go and not be here. I'm kidding.
Well, gee.
But no, Asaru, I don't actually know either of the manga that my background comes from. The right one was given to me by Aaron. The picture on the right, it's adorable and I loved it and it's so great. And I thought it went so well with the picture on the left, which I did actually read this manga. It's a gender bending manga of some sort, but I cannot remember the name of it. So I will try to figure it out at some point. But that what's actually in the boxes onto the left isn't actually what's being said in the manga. This was just a joke that was added into the end of it. So yeah, I don't know either of the manga that this is from. I've read one of them, but the other one was given to me by Aaron, and it's just it worked so well with the other side.
That it does.
But yeah, today's game was freaking crazy, Emerald.
Guess
How come we
I was
lost
kinda
three? We lost 3 people in one arc.
that we did.
Uh,
Although I gotta say, I'm surprised that she didn't have any of her armor with her.
what do you mean?
Like the moving armor things. The boy.
Yeah, I think that they all came down to help with the other 2 knights, but the other 2 knights sent them out. Like, I think that's what's going on with it. Like, I think that she had sent the armors down to help Radley and Hadwin, but Radley was like, "Nah, I'm not going to use these knights," so he sent them out. You know? Like, in my opinion, like that's what I think it might have been. You need to change your name from Summoner Blue to Murderer Blue? Hey, now. That is probably true. Now that they're gone, I can go ahead and say it. Fuck those guys. I've been wanting to kill them for ages. No.
Oh shit! And I can't say anything because I'm already dead.
That's right. Now that their souls are in the grave, they're perfect for summoning. I didn't spend 70 years in Summoner's College to not summon the dead. Anyway. It was such an interesting game, and it's gonna have some lasting effects on Stonewalker because, again, like just the fact of the fact of she had to be the one to actually let them go is gonna really weigh heavily on her. It's unfortunate. Felka tips Fedora, teleports behind Stonewalker, nothing personnel, kid.
Oh shit!
God dang it, dude.
I wrote that earlier.
Finn says, "Yes, Master, it is time for us to finally rise up and take over the world." Next day, the URL for Blue's channel is slash Murderer Blue as he marathons Yandere Simulator for 8.5 hours. Dude, I would totally be up for freaking doing a Yandere Simulator stream. That'd be awesome.
Actually, I think you can on YouTube.
Yeah, you're allowed.
There are no rules against it like on Twitch.
Oh, speaking of YouTube, I got 3 copyright claims yet today.
What the fuck? How?
All 3 of them from my Zelda stream I did yesterday.
What the fuck?
There's no problems. Like, they're the copyright claims that just stop me from monetizing, so it's fine.
I mean, did you ever monetize?
No, I didn't. I didn't monetize
Well-
a single bit of it because it's a Nintendo game. They're gonna take the revenue no matter what.
Oh right, Nintendo. Fuck them.
So yeah, I don't monetize any of my videos. So like they claim the monetization rights. I'm like, alright, that's fine. Go ahead, fucking do it. I don't care. As
If you're
long as they
wondering about-
don't stop me from doing it, I'm fine. But it's like, you know, just take the monetize. If I wanted to, I could go into Nintendo's program to where I can get some monetization rights. But again, I don't. I make any money from YouTube anyway, so there's no reason to.
That is true.
Like, here's the thing. Like, Living Nightmare. Here's the thing. Like, having Nintendo do this kind of things is fine when you don't do anything with, like, money-wise on YouTube anyway. But for other channels, it sucks really bad. For other channels, it would be detrimental to lose that. But for me, it's just like, oh, okay, these 3 copyright claims aren't gonna actually stop me from streaming or stop me from actually playing this or stop me from anything else. So okay, cool, I'm just gonna keep playing it. Because that's how it was back whenever I was doing other Nintendo games. Like they would claim everything, and it's just I wasn't used to it because I haven't played a Nintendo game in like a year. So yeah. Yeah, I was really. It came as a shock because I'm like, oh god, can I even do an Aftergame stream tonight? Are they gonna take away my streaming? No, they didn't. Okay, cool. So I'm good. Thumbs up. I watch Jim Sterling a lot, so I'm aware you can do the copyright deadlock if you want. Copyright deadlock? What's that, Moin? What is the copyright deadlock there, Living Nightmare? Oh, speaking of any sort of streaming, actually, I should probably let people know that I won't be streaming for a couple of days. I'm actually going to be going down south with my family for about 4 days, so I won't be able to stream for a few days. I'm gonna be down in my birth state of I'm in my birth state. I'm gonna be down in my state that I've lived in most of my life, which is Tennessee. So yeah, so I'm not gonna be here until the day before my birthday. So then I'm gonna have that stream, which I believe is going to be DARP, and then the next day I'm gonna have a birthday stream, and it's gonna be fun.
Oh, what is your birthday?
The 7th, and I'm thinking about playing. I'm thinking about finishing my Undertale genocide run on that day.
Oh, cool, fun.
I'm thinking about devoting the entire stream to the genocide run and trying to beat Sans. So I don't know yet.
My birthday is on the 18th.
Your birthday's on the 18th?
We're just... Yeah,
Neat.
born in the same month. It's like it was destiny for us to meet.
It was like it was destined that you would shoot me in the back, cause you're behind me every month.
That's not how dates work.
Aaron, my birthday's near Aaron's too. Cool.
Ooh.
Stonewalker and Gael are fated. It was always meant to be. He had
Tragic love
so
story.
before I started the Aftergame stream, he had actually left. He's like, I need to go and get the roast, and he's like, mwah, and I'm like I didn't hear it till he already left. I'm like, mwah, and he's like, he already left. I'm like, no. So then Carrie said mwah, like as he like walked into the room, like said something to her, because like he had said mwah or something. Like it was a funny thing. I'm like, Carrie, tell him mwah. And she's like, mwah, that's from Blue, and he's like, you need to stop. Because he was trying to get to the roast. It was funny. Yeah, If you use a lot of highly used stuff from places that you know will copyright you from at least 3 places, and then no one can make money off your stuff. Oh, okay. So you try to like confuse the monetization. So like you use like 3 highly like monetized things, and they all fight for the monetization rights, and you just sit back like, yes, good.
Yes. So nobody gets the money.
That's funny. Wouldn't YouTube just get the money at that point?
It's just in the system. It doesn't really go anywhere except probably to YouTube, maybe? I don't know.
I just imagine that YouTube is like just has like this one bank that's all it's just filled with money they have no idea where to put, but they can't take themselves because of this.
Jim fucking Sterling. He's great. Ugh. I wish that I could be as articulate as him.
Also, that great ass. I'm kidding. Nope, YouTube gets nothing. That's awesome. That's just the money goes wherever it goes. That's actually kind of funny.
It goes nowhere.
That is funny as anything. But now I'm trying to think. Is there anything else we can really talk about stream today? Like, it was all a fight again, which is fine because it was near the end of the arc, and I feel so bad. Like, I would feel less bad if I didn't have to do it myself. I would feel less bad if I didn't have to release my birds to kill them. Like, if they just died without my input, I would feel less bad than what actually happened.
Only they didn't flub their strength checks.
It just sucks, man. Because technically, I could have just had the birds drop them all off on the thing and look to Duncan and be like, we will give our lives for Adelia, but we don't have to, and then just keep fighting. But at the same time, one more hit and she would have killed me. And she can deal necrotic damage to everyone but me and Gael. And she can avoid damage from direct attacks and from lightning, apparently. Like, she avoided half the damage from the lightning. So it's like, there was so many things, but I just looked at it like, if I don't let them go, then everyone's gonna die. Not to mention, she was still kind of like reeling from the realization that Broodhoof and Gael might be able to be saved. So it's like also losing concentration just because of that. Levy, a lot happened today. Let's just say that we may or may not be 2 people less rich, and I may or may not have had something to do with them, may or may not going over to the afterlife. But it's fine. I'm not going to tell you who, because you're going to find out tomorrow or whenever it gets onto YouTube. It actually streamed on YouTube today, though, Levy, so you might be able to see it if you go over to Crow's channel. It might be done rendering soon. But yeah, guys, I think that's where I'm gonna end things off for the after game chat. I may end up coming back in a little bit, just to have a bit of a stream before I leave tomorrow. So I'm just gonna try to maybe have like a late night stream maybe later on. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna do that. Don't quote me, but we'll figure that out later. Have anything else to say, Emerald, about today's game?
I can't wait to see my father die.
I'm gonna freaking murder your father now that I know that I know about that.
Like,
I'm gonna murder him with your wand.
Yes, do that. Like, Lorenz's whole thing with his gamble was like, well, maybe his father in this city is respected enough. Maybe not as bad as Duncan told him.
Yeah.
Because he has a bias. So
will you guys be able to make new characters, or are they out of the game for sure? They're out of the game right now from what we understand, Leo.
I haven't been able to do anything.
From what we understand, they're out of the game until further notice. So we'll figure out what happens beyond that. The only person who knows about that for sure is Crow. But yes, with all that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed the game today. I hope you guys enjoyed the little chats we had with everybody after the game, because this is for the first time we actually had a good number of people who actually stayed behind for the after game chat, so that's fun. But yeah, it was really interesting. I really enjoyed everything about today. If you guys want to just kind of lurk around my Discord for a bit, to see if I'm going to do another stream tonight. If not, just go to sleep, have a good time, and I'll talk to you guys in a couple of days whenever I return from my little trip. But yes, I did not ask Logan before game if I could see the Patreon stuff for Lorenzo, but he said no. Lol. Oh God, could mean anything. Oh God, I don't know what's going on there, Emerald. Then. But either way,
I don't either. It could mean literally anything.
But either way, if you have any questions, comments, complaints, or wisecracks, put them in the comments below. If you want to talk with me and Emerald or any of the people who are off in the Discord on a more regular basis, head over to the Discord and go ahead and add us for any type of things like that. At Silgina554, no idea what that means. Either way, until next time, guys. Later days.
Later.